Hearts and Minds is a Boone and Shannon-centric episode. We left the previous episode at a new beach camp. The fuselage is now almost in the water. Since we've explored a bit of the island, I've decided to add text on the map for the places we've explored. Boone watches Shannon and Saeed before Hurley questions him on why he and Locke don't bring any boar back when they are out hunting. Locke calls for him, says he found some fresh tracks by the stream. Trying to figure out where all the streams are on the island is a much harder task than trying to figure out the locations. As I mentioned in a previous video, there's simply too many various streams and rivers to keep track of. I'm thinking that there's a couple of streams around the hatch, especially since the Blastor map in Season 2 included some wavy lines above the station. We're also quite near the caves as well, and there's streams of water around the caves. They trek through the jungle, pass a stream, and arrive at the hatch. Locke starts to mix some drugs for later. However, Boone and Locke aren't the only explorers that hike through the jungle. We have two other highly beloved characters that do the same in this episode, Nikki and Paolo. You see, we have another situation here that we won't see until Season 3 in one of the funniest episodes of the show, Expose.
I was wondering if you knew about trajectories and stuff.
Do I know about trajectories? Allow me to draw you a map, madame.
I'll get back to this map when we come to the episode. He draws her a map, she and Paolo venture off into the jungle. Boone wants to tell Shannon about the hatch, so Locke knocks him unconscious. The camp is 4 miles due west.
The camp is 4 miles due west.
Which way is west?
In this case, camp means the caves and not the beach camp, since Boone arrives at the caves at the end of the episode. So Locke has taken him all the way here. Now that no one is living at this side anymore, it's safer to let him be on a spirit quest here rather than near the beach camp or the caves. Hurley talks to Jack about his digestive problems. Jack says fish is a good option, but Hurley thinks that gin holds a grudge against him. Kate collects passion fruit seeds. Jack follows her. We are now introduced to another location that we'll see a lot on the show, Sun's Garden.
When did you do all this?
I didn't. It was all sun.
Sun's Garden is filmed in a palm grove behind Puaena Point Beach Park. That beach is also used in the very same episode. This is where Jin and Hurley fish.
이거 내 고기니까 먹지 마. You know what? Fine. You win, okay? You happy now?
Puaena Point Beach Park is right next to Police Beach, where they filmed the beach camp, so it all fits together as locations near each other. At the same time, Kate helps Sun with the garden and learns that she speaks English. By now, Nikki and Paolo have made it quite far inland, and just by chance, they come across the Nigerian drug plane.
Look.
Another plane.
And by coincidence, they found out about the Pearl Station too. They argue about it and then walk back. Locke meets Saeed on his way back to the beach.
I'm trying to make something of Russo's maps, but...
There's nothing to make.
Exactly.
Saeed perfectly encapsulates the frustration of all of us Lost fans. Even the script tells us that we get the sense of geographical landmarks and the shape of what might be the island, but it's all Greek to us. Which is why I've taken the freedom to do some adjustments to Rousseau's maps. Saeed meets Jack near that rock wall, otherwise known as the cave entrance. Saeed confirms that Locke was a mile east from him, and he also confirms the direction of north from the caves, which is why I've made like a bend here, so it fits with the show both in Season 1 and the trek in Season 6, meaning that either of these walls could be the one we see in this season.
Any ships?
Not yet, but I'm patient.
Boone is now on his spirit quest. He's running around alone. Shannon isn't with him, and neither is the smoke monster, even though he can see them. All the locations around him are real. He ends up on a stream and sees his sister dead. This stream could very well be connected to the other one near the golf course. At the end of the day, he returns to the caves, trying to stab Locke, and learns that it was all a vision quest. And then he and Locke venture into the jungle again. See you guys in a week for the episode special.